All right. It says you are live. Hi again. My name is Rebel and I'm the Rebel Reseller. And today is our live working hangout time. So welcome. I'm not even going to pretend that it's working anymore. I'm just sitting here chatting with you guys. That's what's going to happen. Good morning, Razor. Yeah. Time, get up, get to work. I woke up at 5:45 this morning and hit it running. I got about 35 listings up and going. Chatted with my bestie, Beth. Just already done a bunch. And then there's my other half chatting already. Wednesday chat day, exactly. It just needs to turn into a chat day. Catch up, talk with the girls, who hopefully will be here shortly. Oh, 2:30. Oh, you're like me. I'll get up and get a whole bunch done, and then I'm floundering come 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah. Robert, there's nights Robert doesn't even start coming to bed till 2, where I'm in bed by, well, literally, I'm in bed by about 7:30, but I read. It's like my chillax time. I read, I Facebook, we play games on our phones together. It's just kind of our thing, but it's my time to decompress because I am much better at 5:30 in the morning than I am at 5:30 at night. Good morning, Cheryl. Cheryl, I'm going to have you back on the show. Just let me know when. I've already got somebody scheduled for next week, but if you want to come back on the following week, let's do it. Do it. Yeah, I have bad insomnia too.
Me too.
No, Robert doesn't. Y'all, we have these conversations a lot because he can lay down and be talking, and as soon as his sentence is done, he's out. Out. I've literally slapped him because I'm like, that's not fair. Wake up. Because it takes me a while, and then I'm up. I was up at, well, I woke up when he came to bed, then I woke up at 3, and then I just crawled out of bed at 5:45.
I was going to say.
Yeah, it's not fair. Not fair. Yeah, same, Cheryl.
She said she's ready to be on next week, I think.
Not next week.
What?
Next week is Cher.
Oh, that's right.
Cheryl after that. Okay, good. Good. Then I'll put you on my pretend agenda. Yeah, good. That's what I just need to do. Just somebody who's in the chat. If you want to be on, let me know. But yeah. Everybody else is not here yet. Noel's supposed to be joining us today. And of course, Lori and Elizabeth will be here. I watched Robert send the invite, so hopefully they'll all be joining us shortly. Yeah. I've tried melatonin. It does the opposite to me. Opposite. I start seeing color in behind my eyes, and so now, but I'm not brave enough to take something to help me sleep. Robert, did you guys see his comment? Here y'all. This is his comment to me. Sign of a clear conscience. I have a clear conscience. Yes. And Cheryl, if you need help with the editing, Robert has sat down with several people now and just showed them how we do it. Is it the most best? Well, not me at all doing it, but if there might be easier ways, but Robert's getting really good with editing my videos. Although I taped my first what sold / shipping video Monday after the weekend sales. and it was very long. So we'll see how that works. He's going to put it out this weekend. But I think that's going to help a lot of people. I get so many questions about, should I ship this way, or if, how do I ship this? So I thought, for a while, that's what we'll do. Unless we've got something really pressing, we're going to plan on doing our weekend sales video as and also ship. And I'm hoping that'll help a lot of people. There's Beth.
She's being hateful.
Oh. Just like I love my naughty children. Yes. Yes. He's over here. His back's been hurt now. But he hasn't done martial arts all summer. He's just kind of took a break. And then he went Saturday to a tournament that he was mostly judging, but then he just decided to flex his muscles a little and do some things that he probably shouldn't have done. And now he's paying for it. But everything starts again. School starts here soon. We start first week of August, and then he and RJ will go back to martial arts. Cheryl, we have a friend who's just started making YouTube videos. It's the couple that we ran into, and we've talked about them quite a few times. They're the trading post pickers, Scott. He just made his first few videos, and like his first one, he just decided to just record. And you guys go over and look for them and subscribe because they're just starting. But he just went with it, and now he's starting to learn how to just kind of cut some stuff out. So it's a process. It's a process to learn how to do that. But yeah, just getting your first one out there. Y'all, if you go back and look at we recorded my first video 3 times in its entirety because I didn't have that concept where you could cut out the bad stuff. So,
I had never edited a video.
And Robert had never edited a video either. So was it straight through without any cuts? No, he had to cut some. He cuts a lot now. I say some. I say a lot of, instead of saying, I'm bad for saying so. What else is it?
Yeah,
okay. Yeah. But again, so he tries to cut a lot of them out. I think somebody made a comment off my last video that I started saying definitely a lot. And I tend to do that. I find a filler word, and without even thinking about it, I use it. There was another video the other day I released, and I said something over and over and over again. And I don't realize I'm doing it because my brain is already, I'm trying to not say, elephant instead of lion, that kind of stuff. But I'm also moving on to the next thing all at once. And this 58-year-old brain sometimes just can't keep up. Can't keep up with my own thoughts.
You need to focus on what you're doing and then go do the other thing. But I know you'll probably forget what you were going to do after that.
Exactly. My brain's already trying to go forward with the next. And sometimes then I've got the so again already. But yeah. Delisting. Let's see. I'm behind already in the comments. Let's see. Cheryl, I had 14 sales yesterday. You guys got me beat. Yesterday wasn't very good. My listing, revising, and sending out offers is paying off. It really does. If you've noticed in my videos, my what sold videos, I'm trying to show whenever it's that red where I've had to write out over the price that's what actually is sold for. I'm pretty confident those are offers I've sent out, and it's probably, I want to say 50 to 60% of my sales. Robert's going to go look, but it's a lot of my sales are coming from me sending offers out. Yeah. My problem with when I'm talking to the camera, like right now, it's okay because my camera is at the top of my monitor. but I'm getting better. He hasn't griped at me in a while that when I have the camera and then I have a monitor, I tend to want to look at the monitor instead of talking to you guys. So that it's, because we don't do the GoPro anymore, but we do have a regular standalone camera. Here comes Elizabeth. Yay!
I was really going to try hard to make it on time this time, but
That's all right. We've just been chatting away.
What did I miss?
Yep.
To the comments.
Still waiting
here.
Over the last, what is this, last 30 days or whatever?
Yep.
Yeah, the last 30 days, best offer sales where somebody offers you something was 35% of your sales.
Okay, 35% of my sales are somebody sending me a best offer.
And 27% were you initiating an offer to somebody else.
27% were me sending offers out. And that's just in the last 30 days. I know we've checked it before and the numbers change, but yeah, I'm all about accepting best offers right now. Because I tend to go high, especially if I'm the only one. Like I had a bear that I sold this weekend. It was a TV trading company. Now, there's not a whole lot I know about that brand. I just know it's vintage. And so I just picked a $49.95 price. Well, I got a best offer of $25 for it. And I went back and looked, and a lot of the TV trading bears are selling for even less than that. So I took it, $25 for a plush.
For the year, you're at 19% of your sales for the year are because you sent an offer.
19% of my sales for the year are because I sent an offer. So that's 1 in 5.
And 35% are somebody sending you an offer.
It's funny. All my besties are getting in here. Beth and Cheryl.
I don't think I know Razor. What is your name? Have you been here before? I don't think maybe I'm just blanking out. But it's nice to have you. And I was just going back through reading the comments real quick, and y'all were talking about sleeping and getting not good sleep. And then Noel's like, "Good morning, everyone. I overslept because I haven't slept well." So everybody's having
no
issues.
I haven't even seen her comment yet.
Yeah. She said she'll be there as soon as the coffee's ready. So Noel, I got my second pot because I just have a 5-cup. I said 4-cup the other day, but it's technically called a 5-cup coffee maker. So I make 2 of those every day.
Yeah, Cheryl, also, as far as your internet, depending on, like for us, because I'm down here in a basement with, just blocked off. Sometimes my internet gets wanky down here. So, just if your internet's bothering you, you might need to just move somewhere else just to finish your video or whatever.
A couple months ago, we talked about, I forget what they call them, extenders or something. And we have a couple of those. And then somebody messaged me after and asked me about the brand. So I can't remember who it was. But I sent them a picture of what we have. So I hope that helped. And they were able to.
Do we have one? So. We have extenders, don't we?
What are we talking about?
The internet extenders where
we have Xfinity. We use their pods.
Yeah, we have Xfinity here, and so they sent us the pods to help us.
So Razor says her name is Ray, or is it him or her? I don't know. Sorry,
I don't know.
But I'm thinking RAE sounds more feminine. But nice to have you, Ray. Male or female? Nice to have you.
And Trading Post Pickers, was your ears burning? Because we were talking about you just a few minutes ago.
And I watched your first 2 videos, and I'm sorry, I meant to go back and comment, and I haven't yet. I will come back and comment. So I saw your introductory video and then one more, I think. So I've got to get back over there, and I'm pretty sure I subscribed.
We're trying to figure out a way where we can do something together with them. Since they're here, we run into them all the time. It would be fun. But I think we're both, I don't know if Christina's going to be able to go, but we're both planning on doing that 127 sale, which is the first weekend of August.
That's the one that's like 100 miles or more.
I think it's pretty long. It's like from Michigan down into Mississippi or
Oh,
something
it's more
crazy
than
like
more than
that.
100 miles. Okay.
Yeah. I know for us, like we're going to go to Crossville, which is Middle Tennessee for us. So it's like, what, 4 hours? 4-hour drive for us to get to Crossville?
Crossville's like
three.
3.5, something like that.
So we're going to go there. And then I think from there, we'll decide if we're going north or south. I have no clue. Probably whichever way the crowd isn't going.
Yeah. That's their best advice.
So you can get better sales.
Yeah.
Get back with the
because
comments.
If people aren't super busy, they'll be more likely to give you better deals and you'll get the good stuff. Oh, I have a cat back here. So I have she's sitting on the computer. Sweetie. I have a new to me piece of furniture here. I literally picked it up off the curb because people set stuff out that they don't want right the night before trash day, and it's a nightstand. Basically, it's got 2 drawers, and I can see why they got rid of it because the veneer is chipping off, but it's really only chipped off on the inside the drawers, like the edge of the drawer. So I just put some tape over that to keep it from chipping anymore. It had no handles. So I got the very cheapest handles I could get at Lowe's, and I screwed them in and I put it right here. So now I have an extra table space because this is the desk. So I've got a space here. I can put the second computer and whatever I'm working on. So I've got some books here. I've been selling big lots of books. And
very good.
My family are always excited. I'm like, another box of books going out. And my daughter's like, good, get them out of here. Because I have way too many.
Because of Rhonda, I bought these this weekend. I only picked up
nice.
10 of them,
Ooh.
but I thought, I'm going to try it. I picked 10 that were relatively in good condition, but now after listening to her video yesterday, she sells them with crayon marked pages and everything. So now I wished it was an unpleasant situation and I just really wanted to leave that yard sale. So I just picked up these 10 and paid and left. Just a bunch of college kids were being really obnoxious and inappropriate.
How much did you have
I don't
to
know
pay
why. Their mamas would have been perturbed.
How much did you pay for each book? Or did
50
you get
cents. 50 cents each.
Okay.
So that Pollyanna, I saw it sold in lots, but for otherwise they were listed for about $15 and $20
piece. Wow.
So, but yeah, that's kind of like my first real effort at looking for books.
Nice. Beth says she bought 29 Goosebump books this weekend. That's awesome. I did go to a thrift store that I don't often know when it's open. So if I pass by there and I have time and I see that it's open, because they run on volunteers. So, sometimes it's open when they have somebody to run it. But the guy was just getting ready to weed out the books. And so he gave me a good deal. And I ended up getting a bunch of magazines for free. And some of those might have some resale. I'm always seeing Mel from back from Burnout. She sells lots of magazines. Like she lots them up. So one day I was at a garage sale and he had some handyman magazines. And I looked them up and they were selling for a pretty good amount. So I haven't gotten those listed yet. But anyway, this guy at the thrift store was giving me free and a few things for sale too. I mean, I did spend maybe $10, but I've already listed some of the things that I got there.
So good.
Yeah, some YA books and things like that I know are popular.
Oh, here comes Lori. Yay! Oh, your hair looks cute today.
Yeah.
Look at it.
I know.
Cute.
All right, bye.
I need to go get it cut.
So,
I wish it was easy as doing it. Just saying that, like to find a place to get my hair cut. I had one appointment. I had to move it, and it was like another month and a half. So I just didn't make it.
When Rebel and I got ours cut, you never got yours cut, right?
I did it. Look at this mess.
It's good. It's
Crazy.
nice though.
I like watching those videos on, I'm guessing it's TikTok. I don't know what I get into sometimes when I'm watching stuff, but it's these girls and they'll take their hair and they'll put all these, and then they just do these crazy cuts. And you're just wondering, is it really
Gonna
going
turn
to
out?
work? And usually they're okay, but sometimes, you know, their
I'm
bangs
this
are like
close.
here.
I'm this close to doing it myself. Because
Wow.
it's so long, I think that I might be able to wing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm afraid.
It's so
I even told,
guys, it's so hot here. It's thick and it's hot, and I wish I had the nerve to just cut it all off. You know,
I told Robert the other day, my bangs are getting long. So I either have to decide, am I going to grow them out or, and I was like, but you know what, you could. And he's like, oh, no, I can't. Oh, no, I can't.
That's
so you
funny.
could pull them down and just kind of snip,
Make
snip,
sure
snip.
they're
He's like,
even.
I don't think they even have. I don't think they even have to be.
Yeah.
Just cut them up.
Yeah, just do this.
So it's like I have two toddlers in my house again with this dog and cat. I'm telling you, between the two of them, my computer shut down and then they start going crazy. Had to go put them in timeout. And then FedEx showed up and I got a ThredUp box today.
Yay!
Cool.
You had really good luck with the shoe box.
Right.
Is
And
it a
I got
shoe
another
again?
shoe box. I got another shoe box.
Have
So-
you opened it yet? You could do
No,
a
I
haul
just,
right here
I
and now.
just got it. So we'll do it. We'll do it once we get into this. Definitely. I was so excited when I heard Willie bark and I'm like, what are you bark? Nobody comes up our driveway. And I look and there's a big old FedEx truck. I'm like, how is he getting back down that? I don't know how he's going to turn around. He did it and he dropped my shoes off. So this box is a little different because it was, you pick your own size. They allowed you to pick the size of box you wanted. Like I chose size 7 and it was 5 pair for like, I'll look at my receipt, but it wasn't expensive. And I had some credits. So I got 5 pairs of size 7 shoe, which is my size. But and did you like I found some Skechers too, Rebel, for you, a size 6. I need to send them your way. They're brand stinking new and you'll love them.
Good. I love Skechers. That's what I'm wearing now. That's just what I like wearing.
Skechers and Crocs. I'm all about that life.
Me too. Me too.
How's it going, girls? Or what did I walk in on?
Nothing. We were just chatting about internet and making YouTube videos and just sleep.
Oh, I was
Sleep
that
is
I got a new piece of furniture off the curb. It's a nightstand, and I put it didn't have any handles, so it was totally free though. And I spent like $2 for 2 handles and put them on it. So now I have it right here, so I can set the other computer on and whatever I'm working on. So it was just sitting on the curb in front of somebody's house, you know, the night before trash day, and I was like, I'm snagging that.
That's my favorite kind of snack.
No shame. Yeah, no shame. I've been averaging, I have maintained my listing goal that for July was to list 2 things every day. And my other goal with that was to do at least 1 draft every day also, which I haven't been doing. So rather than bump it to 3 next month, I may go ahead and stick with 2, launch 2, and draft 1. So I will still be doing 3 every day because I want to keep consistent. And 2 has been, with all I've had going on this month, 2 has been doable. And I want to just keep that consistency. I'm averaging like 1 sale a day. And
well, Lizzie, too, as you do that, even 2 or 3 a day, you're still going to get faster.
I am.
6 months time, you're going to be able to throw 10 up at the same time you threw 2 up. So
I can already tell that I'm getting faster at listing.
Just when you do that, eBay is going to switch shit. So just be careful.
I know it keeps offering me that new listing tool or whatever, and I'm like, but yeah, I'm really of the opinion that baby steps and you just keep adding. And like when I first started out, I said, okay, I'm going to do 5 every day. That was when I didn't know anything. And I did that for a month, but then I couldn't maintain it with everything because I was still brand new. So now I think if I just keep inching up, by this time next year, I might be 15 a day. But part of it is just processing all the stuff, because I don't just go out and buy stuff to list. I have all these things squirreled away from my past that needs to be sorted and sold and lotted up. So there's just a lot more involved than just the listing, but I'm really glad that I'm getting faster.
Well, good for you, because most people would just not do that. They would just do away with it and go buy new and start it. You know what I'm saying? At least you're going through it. I'm guilty of it, but that's good.
And part of it is, I will admit, I have an emotional attachment to, because it's my own stuff.
Right.
And so I want to make sure that it's good condition, that it's clean, I know the history of it, and I would like for it to, certain things to go together, even though I know once it gets out of my hands, it could still end up in the landfill at some point. It's all just stuff, but it's therapeutic.
But it's your stuff. Damn
it's my stuff. Yeah. And it's therapeutic to go through it and to do it like I want to do it. So, hey there. Hi.
Good morning. Good morning. Sleepyhead.
I think my give a darn's done broke.
Oh.
Wow.
I have not slept well for weeks.
Oh, sorry.
I'll go to bed at like 2:30 and I'm up by 6:30 every morning. So
yeah, I've been working so much. I'm in bed at I'm doing the rebel. I'm in at 9, 8:30.
My biggest problem is my body hurts from my burn. So for me to get 5 hours of sleep is amazing. It gets to a point where I can't lay down anymore, so I just get up.
Are you able to take any naps during the day?
No, that's one of the worst things I could ever do.
Oh, see, I nap. If I need to, I'll just sit in the chair, sit down with a book for a little while, take a little quick nap, and I'm back up again, ready to go.
I have one chair in my house.
You have what?
You don't
have one. I have 2 chairs at your
chair on your front porch.
I have a chair on the front porch. That's the one that I sit in, and I don't have any furniture.
Are you still moving in?
I left it all.
Oh, starting fresh.
I didn't want to bring any of it. It's all at the old house. They haven't even done anything. I'm probably going to go back and dig up a bunch of plants. Maybe this weekend, we'll see. I don't know. I drive by there every day. Some days it makes me want to bawl.
I'm sure.
Talking about connections. I drive by my old house every once in a while, and they've put a tree house in the backyard, which is kind of cute. Things, I don't have a connection though to that house at all. So, it's cute.
Lived there all my life. My dad's ashes are on the backfield, so I have a slight connection.
I'm trying to catch up. Oh, Chantel said she liked my Build-A-Bear video. That one was fun.
Yeah,
that was
really
fun.
Interesting.
I'm surprised you didn't bring the Halloween kitty cat up.
You know what? It must have not showed up in a 90-day sale. So that's all I was looking at was the last 90 days on eBay.
I don't think it is. And it still sells for pretty good money. But when I found mine, it was a fluke. Somebody had done a TikTok. They had found one unstuffed. And I had been at an estate sale and I just bought all the Halloween stuff. And that happened to be one of them anyway. And probably wouldn't even have listed it had I not. Oh, I don't know. I was laying in bed, couldn't sleep. So I was Google lensing and looking stuff up, and I was like, that can't be. And then I got up and I went downstairs. I think I sold that thing for like close to $400. And I listed it and it sold, and I got 3 offers before I went to sleep. I literally went downstairs, found that thing, listed it, and went back to sleep. It was like midnight.
Wow.
before my head hit the pillow, I got an offer for like $60 and I just giggled. And by the time I woke up the next morning, it was sold. Literally.
Wow.
That fast.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what I do. I let it, like, I list something, and if I start getting offers right away, it's like, okay, I'm going to wait at least overnight to the next morning to see if somebody's just going to buy it outright. And then I'll take the best offer. So
it will help trading post pickers, but it's not going to solve your problem. If you have allergies, you have allergies. I took allergy shots for 20 plus years. I grew up on a working dairy. We did our own hay, silage, wheat, all of that stuff. And I had a crinkle in my nose from the summertime when it would get sunburnt from doing this all the time, right? Out in the fields, you got your shirt on or whatever, you know. And my brother was allergic to his own bacteria. We used to tease him horribly about that. But I don't have hardly any problems anymore. But I had to drive. I drive into town, which is about 20 minutes once a week, and get a shot. And I hated shots. But my oldest son, he's just as bad as I was. I couldn't even milk cows. My allergies to animal dander is beyond out of control. I won't go near anybody that's been on a horse, has a horse. I won't go in their house.
I was so allergic to them.
I love horses.
And I rode, and I just couldn't do it anymore. My eyes would be like this at shows. It was just, there was nothing.
Horses and pugs. They have the same kind of hair dander. I don't know. My grandparents had a pug, and my eyes would swell up, and my eyes are green. So they would be bright green and red, look like a Christmas tree.
So, yeah, I have a nickel allergy too, which is so weird because I just found out about that. And, you know, I couldn't figure out why my belly would break out from jeans, like my button. It's from my button on my jeans.
Oh.
Yeah. So it just I can't remember. I just saw it. I'm trying to read this. Was it Zelda or one of them? Zelda.
The nickel allergy's got to be really annoying.
Oh my gosh. Do you realize how much stuff literally has that metal in it that we don't even, my bikinis, like just even the adjuster parts, even if it's a pullover and if it's there's so much in so much. It is in so much. So I wear the same 3 shirts.
Can you put, they make a cloth tape that you can use for hemming.
I was thinking about that, Noel, honestly, because I have some nice tank tops I love that have those on the strap.
Get that silk tape that they use instead of paper tape for, like when you get your blood drawn and stuff. They have a silk tape. Johnson & Johnson's make that you can get some of that. I bet you could just tear a piece of that off and put between that and your skin.
You're absolutely right. I was thinking about doing that on the buttons of the back of
your jeans. Yeah.
Yeah, because I couldn't figure out just one spot. It would be all red, and then in the middle of my back was broken out.
Rhonda and I are allergic to bikinis.
Well, I'm not allergic to a bikini, and I can't wear one. You see me out there in my snowsuit because there's no metal on it.
Okay, I got my shipping done for the day.
Yay!
My one thing. But I'm doing that. If you're gonna only list 2 things, one thing a day is not a bad
Not at all. Not at all. Because I'm up to 500 and
somebody asked.
That's what I saw. Oh, pink pencils.
Are you selling those? Like by the pencil or by the box?
They are vintage and they are Enfamil.
Advertising.
Yeah.
I got some of the weirdest stuff at a sale the other day. It's been longer than the other day because I did not, you guys are going to be proud of me. I did not go sourcing last weekend.
Wow.
I did. It was junk.
I'm trying to go a whole month. So I got this FAA USA. So it's the Federal Aviation Administration. It's a postcard, but I bought it because it's stickers. and it's not been used. So I have that listed. I did a bunch of these last night. This is one of the coolest things. Let's see if I have it out of the. This is a watch fob. It's a vintage watch for a pocket watch. And it's all brass. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to get it up here for you to see. This light might not. It's a vintage scraper, an Euslid.
Yeah.
Okay. I took one out.
Like road construction, like a what you call it?
It's a scraper, yeah, like an earth mover.
Yeah.
I actually am licensed to drive one of those.
That's right.
Is that how you say it? Euslid? I always thought Euclid. Is it Euslid?
Euslid, I think.
Okay.
Anyway, so I got 2 of those for 50 cents. I mean, and this whole box of pencils. And this guy, you guys won't know because he's the Portland area, but he's Ramblin' Rod. He had a kids TV show. I wanted to go on his show so bad when I was
Like Captain Kangaroo.
Yes,
for my time.
very much so, but I want you guys to keep your eyes open for stuff like this. And it may not look like anything to you, but when you see a pin,
I have one of those.
do you see the pin back? Do you see the pins out? That is vintage. This pin right here is worth $20.
I think I learned that from one of Courtney's Bolo Buddies videos.
Yeah, I think it was the early 70s. They stopped making them like that because people were hurting themselves because apparently we're stupid.
I have one of those somewhere.
And then there was,
I need to just go through my junk drawer and see what I have to sell. I just opened the drawer here on my desk. This was something I think it was my husband's. It's a Harley Davidson patch.
There you go. That's a good $20.
PA.
Might even be more.
So good. You know what? I'll be right back. I got to show you what I made her.
So then, this was the best. I think I got 6 of these. They are ExxonMobil.
Oh.
The Husky. Now ExxonMobil's known for the Tiger, as a matter of fact.
Right.
Okay, so this is a Husky. And it has a little thing, and I can't find them anywhere. I spent an hour last night. That was too long. They have a little thing you pull out, and then it lights up. So they're called blinkies.
Oh.
Anyway, I'm gonna list them for $29 a piece because nobody else has them.
There you go. I love finding stuff like that.
Oh, speaking of nobody else has, I finally Rebel in the middle of all the books I've been listing. I remembered I had 2 Lovies that I had washed and not listed. So I listed those a couple of days ago. And one of them is a Taggies. Like it's got the tag that says Taggies. And the other one, the only tag said it was welcome to the world, I think. Hang on, let me see. So I had it under search. Anyway, it's called Welcome to the World or something. It's a lovey, like a little teddy bear head. It's pink. I found one that was listed that was for like $34.99, and none of the bears, there weren't any souls, but there was an elephant that had sold for close to that same amount. So I'm just thinking maybe that they're more rare and that's why there's not any souls. But I listed.
What brand are they saying? What brand are they calling
That's
it?
the brand. Well, because I looked up who makes Welcome to the World, and it listed a couple of people like that they started this company, and I didn't know if you'd ever heard of it. I'm trying to find.
Nope. I'm looking. I'm all about.
I saw a teddy bear and an elephant, and there are some souls of the elephant that were like, over $20 or $25, a couple of them. But I just listed, there's 2 pink bears listed, and one of them is mine. And I went ahead and just listed mine a little bit lower than the other one, because that's what Amy says to do on the Hustle Couple. She's like, come in just a little lower than everybody else. I know. Just kidding.
They look like this other brand that I pick up a lot.
Well, I thought maybe it was Carter's.
Carter's has one that's shaped like that, and they're called like First Impressions.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's another one. I can't think of who they are. Maybe angel deer. They look like maybe angel deer. I think that's the one. No. Oh. Oh, is this the one in Crossville? Oh, we just found out that Christina from Trading Post Pickers is getting to go too. So we're all going to join up on that 127 sale.
Another one has popped up since yesterday. There's one now for $19.99, the one on the wood floor. And my picture's not very good. I should have smoothed mine out better. Mine I have listed for $34.99 because the other one is listed for $39.99. But theirs is with free shipping and mine is plus $4 shipping. So really, I'm just about the same.
Let them sell out, and then the other two will be the ones that too many. That was like somebody sent me a comment about one of the Build-A-Bears that I showed that, they're only selling for like $60. Well, yeah, they're only selling for $60 because that's what people's listing them for. That would be ridiculous to list something for that low because, yeah, it's going to sell very quickly because whoever bought it for $60 is going to turn right around and list it for $180 or whatever it really should have been listed for.
So it looks like most of the elephants are listed for $19.99, but they may be more available than the pink one. I don't know. It's about the same amount of each listed.
Okay.
He's a jerk.
Anyway, it's my first experience with Lovey. So
Cheryl's shiny squirrel. I can't say that.
Cheryl. She's just Cheryl.
Cheryl's shiny squirrel. Like it just doesn't come out. My kitty is fine, and I wanted to show you what I just made for her. It's like a hanging.
Aww.
Crafty McCrafterson.
She is.
So,
that way she can escape the dog.
Exactly. So I'm going to hang it up high for her. It's got some fringe. Put some little things on it.
Nice.
So far, she hates it.
She'll love it.
Cute. I thought it was cute, and it matches my, my little decor out there. So hopefully she'll like it. We'll load it up with some catnip. Is that okay for them?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And they love it.
So thank you for asking. I love her so much, so much.
Here, Laura, you've got a
Loves her
question.
so much she doesn't call me anymore.
Oh, I have been so busy. You be quiet. And I did call you the other night. What did you say, Rebel? I'm sorry.
Here, this one's for you. Because I'm Poshmark is not my friend.
I know it. Where's the Poshmark? Oh, right up there. Okay, on Poshmark. What is the bundle tab? How do I respond to buyers who create a bundle with my inventory? There is a spot on there that you can message your buyer. And the bundle feature on Poshmark allows you to send an offer, bundle your items. I mean, you can send a bundle with one item. However, you can bundle your items and send them an offer without a shipping discount. So that's the way to get around that. When you send offers out, you have to automatically put a discount for shipping. What is it? $5 something and free. Anyways,
right. $5.95.
Bundle tab. A lot of people build bundles in your closet when they find things they like. They don't necessarily want to buy it. So I mean, when people build those in my closet, I'll usually send them a note on the bundle page. There's a message spot and say if you're interested in all or any. And believe me, I have sold bundles. I've sold, I think my highest was probably 12 items. So there are people that will buy and they'll buy for a good price. But mostly I think that they're just looking, kind of keeping it aside. However, if you send a bundle offer, you cannot send offers on each individual item, I don't think, or something other way around, something like that. Does that answer your question? Did I answer it right?
I think that sounds about. That's
the
how
bundle is like that's the shtick for Poshmark, to be able to get people to buy multiples. I wish eBay had an option like that where they could add shit to a cart. You don't have to mess around with the shipping at the end of it. It's not as easy as that.
Yeah, we can't see what's in in the cart, because I had somebody say, "Okay, I've got 3 items in the cart. Can you send me an invoice?" And I'm like,
Yeah,
"No, you have to send me offers or something where I can see it." And then,
well, I had somebody buy 4 things. eBay put it together for them, but they also had another item that was supposed to be in that lot and ended up paying for it separately with shipping, and I had to refund them that just because eBay's goofy like that, you know.
So yeah, I think what Rebel said, that's how it happened with me a couple times, where somebody made an offer, which I then accepted, so they didn't have to pay for it right away. And so they made an offer on like 4 or 5 things. And then it comes up, you know, these are the items that haven't been paid for. And then they sent me a message, okay, I'm done. Will you send me an invoice? And so I called Rebel. I was like, how do I do that? And she's like, just click on one of them and it'll all like populate together. If you click on one of them, and then, and it does exactly
but
like
that's after they buy it, right?
Well, they buy it, but they haven't paid for it.
Right.
So, and that's how you
okay,
escape the buy it now and have to pay for it immediately by making you an offer. And like if they make you an offer, then they don't have to pay for it immediately.
Correct.
So that's how they're able to get everything in a cart. And at that point, you can send them, you can add it all up.
That's so goofy to me. It's so goofy.
An invoice.
On eBay's bundling policy, if you have combined shipping in your business policies, then they can check out without you having to send them an invoice. They do it all the time.
Oh, really?
People still ask for invoices. I have that turned on too, and people still want it. Even before they check out. That's all. But it doesn't show. I know what you're saying. Where you can't.
That's posh, right?
So
no.
Go ahead.
On Pasha, it's pretty much spelled out for you right there. And of course, they take care of the shipping. So, you know, you don't have to worry about that stuff. No, I'm just saying with eBay that when people want to add stuff, even if you have combined shipping, before they check out, they want an invoice from me to know how much shipping would be, you know.
That's why I have combined shipping turned on, because it tells them, it adds them all together. It puts them in one big order.
Well, I didn't know that.
And it sends them. I don't even have to send them an invoice because I already have the weight in on the item, the size of the box. I have it all done. And when they put that stuff in their cart, it literally, my hair is driving me nuts. it literally tells them. And I told this one lady, I said, if you have issues with it, just check out and don't pay, and I'll send you an invoice. And she goes,
right.
Okay.
That's what I said last time too. I'm like, if I have combined shipping turned
10 minutes later to change, because she bought everything I had in one pattern of a Christmas item for her niece. So, guys, talking about low ball offers and stuff, this is hilarious. I have this, let's see, it's an Xbox One Power A limited edition for autism awareness controller from GameStop. Now, I have it listed for $129, which it's worth. When I listed it, there weren't any others on there. There was one that had sold. It was my granddaughter's. She used it like 5 times. She just bought it because she liked the colors. I had no clue. GameStop donated a lot of the money to the autism awareness program. So I have it listed high because it's highly sought after. This guy sent me an offer yesterday for $20 and this long story about how he was
how crummy.
How he was completely aware of what was going on with this, and he could handle and take care of it, and he would make sure that it got to wherever it needed to go. And I answered him back. It was so funny. I sent him an offer back for $121.99, and I said, yes, so am I, because I bought it brand new for my granddaughter. Not going to happen. And he never answered me back. I'm tired of dealing with people like that, but I'll let them know, because I don't want them to. Lots of them will either completely ignore, like they don't want you to know they saw the message, or they'll just decline. Yeah. But I still I still like to toy with them. I can't help myself.
A question. Let's go on. Kind of goes with this whole thing. I had somebody send me an offer this morning, and all it was, I could only accept it or decline it. I couldn't counter offer. What is that? I haven't noticed that recently. There was no counter. It was just I could only accept their offer or decline their offer. There was no counter offer.
Do you have anything turned on where it says if you're at a certain amount of money, they automatic decline eBay? No.
No, I just thought it was, and they hadn't sent me multiples or anything like that. It was just, and I'm wondering, I don't buy very often. I buy like shipping supplies and curriculum once in a while, but is that a level? Is that something that you can click that says, no, I don't want a counter offer back from the seller. I only want an accept or decline. I don't know. I don't buy very much on there that I would need to. I don't send offers on.
Oh, okay. So did you send the offer or did they?
They sent me an offer.
Right, so they might not have offers turned on their item.
Oh, but it was my item.
Oh, it was
they
your
sent
item.
me an offer on my item, but it was only accept or decline.
I bet it was a glitch.
You think?
Yeah.
I thought it was weird. I should have took a screenshot and sent it to eBay because it was.
They don't care. Oh, speaking of that, eBay and screenshots. Last week, I think you were talking about you could hardly wait to get concierge back so you could call them. You still have their number.
I do, but I don't want to abuse that. I mean, I have used it a few times.
You're not abusing it. And I'll just tell you right now, I'd rather stick flaming hot pokers in my eyes than deal with eBay for business. Nope. I have concierge because I went to eBay Open twice, and then I had the higher store for a long time too. And I still have concierge. As a matter of fact, I'm on one of their panels for something. I ignore them most of the time, but I'll call them in a hot second. And one of them said, "We noticed you have a YouTube channel and that they have a pretty good following on Instagram." And I said, "Yeah, I do teaching on." And he goes, "We have a group that follows those. Would you mind if we watched and decided if we want to, promote you or do whatever?" And I said, "Whatever makes you feel good."
And so now you're on that panel?
I've been on that panel for 3 years.
I do the questionnaire, the surveys they send out, eBay expressions.
Yeah.
I do those. Well, and I did a Zoom call.
Are you to express yourself, Rebel?
I do quite often. Or
all I can tell you on that is I don't say anything negative towards eBay, and I wouldn't either.
And I don't. But like the other day, I had a return, and they said, "How was your experience with that?" And I said, it'd be really nice if they didn't get 30 days to return something to me, and I have 5 days to respond to a return. It's just, why do they get 30 days now to return something? And they wait to the last day to ship it back to me when my fingers are like, don't send it back.
Your thing says 30-day returns, so that's what eBay's putting up there because the buyers can't
want you to have
figure that out.
If you don't,
they get to have your item for 60 days now.
Right, and then your money is sitting in a kitty with eBay while they're just creating interest off of that. And your item's in limbo. You can't sell your item.
7 days. If they open a return, they should have 7 days to return it to us. I mean, yes, you can wait the 30 days, but once you open a return, 7 days.
I agree.
I've got 2 returns right now going for does not fit.
Pay for business will turn down your request for a negative removal every time because it's just a bot that does those. So if any of us think that by going on eBay for business that they're going to take care of a negative return, they're not. You have to call, whether it's the India call center you get or the other.
I've had really good luck with that, and Courtney did too. When I did a video about it.
eBay for business?
No, the bot, and then the bot removed one, and then it didn't remove a second one. So then I did eBay for business, and they took the second one off.
I had somebody that was threatening me, and the bot was like, ha ha ha, no. You know, I mean, I just tried it because I'd never tried eBay for business, eBay on Facebook. I hate Facebook personally. I go on Facebook for about 10 minutes a day, 5 minutes in the morning to check Courtney's group because I mod in there, and about 5 minutes at night to check Courtney's group because I mod in there. And I use the messenger system. That's what I mostly use in eBay. And then I have my personal Facebook, my personal, and then I have a business, and they get mixed up between the two of them, and then they don't, I don't know. It's probably me. It's probably all me. I mostly use Instagram. And I got to get back to Beth because Beth sent me a bunch of stuff on. She bought a bunch of miniature furniture, dollhouse furniture this last weekend.
Amazing.
And I have some.
Can I ask a question about eBay for Business real quick? When you refer to eBay for Business, is that where you go on there on the contact us and have them call you? Is that what you're talking about?
No, if you go on to Facebook,
Okay.
there is a group. There is a eBay for Business group.
Oh,
you don't really post. You can't post on their page, but you can send them a message.
Okay.
But anytime you do that, make sure you put your user ID, your email, your zip code. I think there's one more piece of information because they need all of that information. And then usually I get a response usually within like 5 to 10 hours. And then you can chat with them. But it's I've had really good luck for the most part.
5 to 10 hours.
Why wouldn't you just go on the eBay website? You go to contact us, and you have them call you. They call you back within a minute.
Yeah, sometimes I do that. I mean, I've done it a few times, but usually it's nothing important. So it's just I'm sending, could you look at this, or why is this happening? It's that type of thing that it's better if I can send them
enough for you to put some effort into contacting them in some way, shape, or form.
Huh?
I said if it's important enough for you to contact them. See, the call center that you guys, I have my own special number because I'm a special kind of snowflake. Just putting that out there. I already know it. Nobody has to tell me. So I have it programmed into my phone. I just call that, and they'll call me back and they'll be like, sometimes I get the same person because it's a whole different thing.
It's the concierge level, right? Is that what you're talking
right.
about?
Yeah.
Well, and it's beyond that because I'm in a special program because I'm a special snowflake.
Special needs.
People who went to some of the eBay opens used to get it no matter what your store level is. Or if you were an anchor store, you had your own.
So I did
number.
both. I went to eBay opens and I had an anchor store. Anyway, it's funny because one of the guys, he goes, "Oh, I just love it when you call." He goes, "You always make me laugh." I was like, "Well, that's good." They always take care of your stuff immediately. And if they can't do it, they'll bump me up. So
that's good.
Yeah. And Rhonda said she's had good experiences with eBay for Business. I've had good luck, but I still would I want to be back to that level. That's always been my goal, is to get back to the anchor store level. So, that's my goal. That means hopefully, when I first started this channel, I was at 7,000 listings. Now I'm almost at 10,000. So in a year, little over a year, I've jumped up 3,000 listings. So, that's been my goal always, is to get back to that.
If there were two of me, I could get more listings done. I'm at what am I at? 21,081. I'm almost at 22,000. Every time I get right there, then stuff it's like all of a sudden, boom, everybody wants to buy.
Wait, 22,000?
That's a good problem.
2,200 or 22,000?
2,200.
Okay.
Sorry,
You said 1,000.
I did say 1,000. I'm sorry. That would be like, what? But I don't have a helper. I don't have an editor. I don't have a videographer. I have an 8-year-old grandson I'm raising, trying to remodel my house. I am it. It's it. So, I mean, there is no help from nobody makes me dinner. Nobody does my grocery shopping or cleans my toilet or vacuums my floors or cleans my car. I did a video last night because I changed the headlight in my 2015 Jeep.
Oh, wow.
There aren't very many. I don't have it put out yet, but it's just kind of like nobody does that. I do. I chose that. I don't want anybody to feel sorry for me. I have no desire to live with anybody. I'd kill them or they'd kill me. But so, it's just kind of like if I could, and then being OCD and ADHD on top of that, it's kind of like, what do so you just get up and get through the day and do as much as you can and go back to sleep again and start the follies all over again in the morning.
Right. Trying to catch up with the comments.
All right. Do you guys know what this is? I want you to pay attention to this. This is plastic canvas art. Right. And it is super hot. And you see it every time you go to sales and you walk right by it because everybody thinks, ew, this is actually a Christmas tree. And I will sell this for $30. If you see the little ornaments made out of it, I challenge you to look them up. This is super. And if you see the plastic canvas that's unused, that sells for great money too because they don't make it anymore.
They don't.
I had some of that somewhere here, I think.
What is it? Let me see. It's a woven in there.
It's plastic canvas, and they do all kinds of things.
Yeah, it's like yarn art in that plastic.
Yeah. I like that.
There's books on it. They cut pieces. They make things. They sew them together. They make little wallets. Tissue paper covers, you name it. Look them up on eBay and on Google is the best place to look them up. I don't even go through eBay to look stuff up anymore. I start straight into Google. 95% of the stuff that you're looking up on eBay, you won't even find anymore because they've screwed the algorithm up so bad. So I go straight to Google.
All right. Beth said somebody picked FedEx, even though she didn't have that chosen for her shipping, and they paid $16 for an 8-ounce package. So Beth, what I would do is send the buyer a note.
No, you don't have to change it.
I would contact them and just make sure it's okay that you send it. They may have a reason why they don't want the post office to deliver.
They may not trust their postman or something,
So I would contact them though and let them know you'll give them a discount. So
what do you have for Let me ask you something. Do you have calculated shipping? You don't have to have FedEx chosen. FedEx is one of eBay's shippers. So.
But I only have USPS marked on mine. So unless it's UPS, because I'm like her. FedEx is a 35-minute drive for me. I'm not going to go there to do a drop off. So I would never do FedEx. So if it ever showed up on my listing, something glitched because I don't choose it. But I do
again though, and make sure that there's not some other drop-off location where you could just drop it off. Like I didn't know.
Walgreens does ours.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, Beth lives way out. I live in the boonies, but Beth really lives in.
I go out my driveway. This is so great. I really don't miss, and really all the years I lived where I lived, it was a 10-15 minute drive into town. So to me, nothing because I did it all my life. Right. But the post office was only 5 minutes away from my house where I lived at the farm. And then if I needed to do FedEx or UPS, I just went down to the next exit on the freeway, Woodland, which was we're exit 16, they're exit 21. So not that far. And I just dropped my stuff there at a local, like a postal hub. But now I go out, I take a right, and I go about 3/4 of a mile, a mile and a half. In between my house and my warehouse is a FedEx and a post office. And then on my way to pick Dren up from school, there's a USPS.
That's good. Now,
So,
let's see, who was this? Laureen says most Dollar Generals are drop-off locations. Now, if you drop something off at the Dollar General, though, do they give you a receipt? Because I don't trust those people.
Yes. Yes.
I don't trust them. I don't trust them either, and I'll tell you why. I don't know how many of you guys know who Lonnie is. The name of his show is Shed Flips.
Mm-hmm.
He used to use Walgreens all the time for FedEx, and it's up to the Walgreens employees to scan them in. And sometimes they scan them in, but they don't scan them in. And he had a package sit at Walgreens for like 10 days. And scanned and picked up. He was paved, so he's never gone back there. So to drop, like UPS and FedEx both have boxes where you can drop stuff. If I'm using one of those services, that mailbox thing that's not going to hold what I'm going to put in there.
Yeah, exactly. Same here. All right.
I sent a FedEx through Dollar General just the other day, and I had a receipt in my on my phone within minutes, and like really before I walked out of the store.
That's cool.
that
Yeah,
is
and
good.
She said, "Yeah, hand it here, and I will scan it, and then I like send them a message that it's here to be picked up." She said it may not get picked up till tomorrow, but I send the message right now and let them know it's here, and that's all you have to do. And she'll send you a receipt. So
I might check into that just because, like Mercari, FedEx is much cheaper for shipping on Mercari for a lot of things I've noticed, but I've never picked it because FedEx is very inconvenient.
We got a Dollar General store every half mile.
Yeah, we've got Dollar General. I mean, where was I the other day? I drove somewhere and there's a Family Dollar and a Dollar General side by side.
Ours are across the street from the other. And they're 2 blocks from me. I have the Family Dollar on my side of the highway, and then we have to cross the highway and the Dollar General. They're literally right across from each other.
Yeah, this was ridiculous. I mean, side by side. I don't even know if you could walk between the buildings. That's how close they were. Yeah, they're everywhere here. Yeah, lots of people have good experiences with the FedEx drop-offs. So I say this all the time. I might go check into it. Which is good.
Guys.
All right, Laura, you need to show us your ThredUp box.
Yeah. They came barreling in.
Some bras she had.
Running from the dog.
Yep. They were both at the door. As soon as I opened the door, they came flooding in.
But Mama.
Oh, there's Willie saying hi. Oh, he's happy today.
I love how she grins.
Yeah, he's so happy today. Okay.
My mom used to have a border collie that would grin like that.
Oh, that's not a grin. That's him growling.
No, I think hers is a grin.
Willie does that, and he's like, "Err."
You can tell the difference, but so cute.
Ouch! Both of you, ouch!
My mom's dog was grinning. She would be like,
ouch.
The Trading Post picker said they looked it up. Tennessee has 5 or we're either 5th or 6th.
I'll be back.
Okay.
Highest of the locations in the state. I mean, I have them everywhere. By our post offices, Dollar General, right down another road behind us is a Family Dollar, or Dollar Tree is this way.
Good morning, Debbie. Good morning, Nana's daughter.
Oh, I keep forgetting how to turn these off.
Just have to
Nana's daughter. Yeah, for Mercari. Yeah, I know Mercari. It's like 2 to 5 pounds is like $7.99 or something crazy like that. I might have to check into that.
I just go through Pirate Ship and it tells you which one is the cheapest and which one is the best. Which one is the best. But when you have a purchaser that has done what's happened to Beth, and that is more than likely eBay, not the purchaser,
Probably.
What you really have to do is look at the time frame in which it says it will be shipped, and then go a different route. So I doubt very much that they chose FedEx. Somehow, somewhere, some way, eBay glitched, and they changed a bunch of people's shipping to media mail a couple of weeks ago. I don't know if anybody's aware of that.
Oh, really?
Yep. As a matter of fact, I have to watch when I'm listing on my phone. As a matter of fact, I don't finish any listings on my phone anymore. I go back to the computer because it was choosing my hazardous waste policy as my default. And that's just to ship like flammables. I just call it that because that's my flammable, my ground. Because that's what it is hazardous waste. You can't ship that overseas, and you cannot ship that any other way. Perfumes, paints, anything that has any flammable item. I guess I could put flammables on it, but I like the hazardous waste better.
If you guys have asked a question and we ain't answered it, type it again and maybe put the word question in front of it so it catches somebody's attention, because sometimes this feed gets moving and I don't catch it, and Robert's
I've never been in a Dollar General in my life. They don't have them on the West Coast.
Really?
Nope.
Huh? Yeah, they're everywhere here.
And
we have
more every day.
We have the Dollar Tree.
That's usually like in a shop. Like for us, that's like in a shopping complex.
Yeah,
it's not a standalone, building like we have.
We have both. Some are standalone and some are in shopping centers or the Dollar Tree.
It's funny. Beth said that I have a grocery store 3 miles away. That's it, period. So last night when I went on Facebook to mod the group, because I get the late night people that like to come in and be snarky. Yeah. They think that they can pull one over on us and it doesn't work. Anyway, the first thing that came up in my feed, when you pull it open and then you go in, was a post on the city of Ridgefield had put a post out about how so that's the city that I grew up in, which used to have one blinking stoplight in the middle of downtown where the two major roads came together. So I went to school there from kindergarten to 12th grade. My kids both went to school there basically from kindergarten to 12th grade. There were a couple of years in between where they went to other schools. And then my granddaughter went there for a couple of years. So all of my siblings went there. We've lived there. We've lived in Ridgefield for 54 years. So they're putting in a there are no farms there anymore. And it was the Ridgefield Spudders because we farmed the major products that were farmed there were potatoes and prunes. And then there were dairy farms, which is what we had. So there was this big post about how Costco has put in all the paperwork to build a Costco, and they're going on and on. All these people, I just sat there and read the comments and laughed and giggled, and finally I could take it no more. Are whining about the traffic and the roundabouts and how these houses are so $600,000 and $700,000, and I kid you not, there may be 6 foot from your house to the fence and another 6 foot. Are you kidding me? Who wants to live in a house that costs that much and you can hear your neighbor peeing in their bathroom because they got the window open? Anyway, so I'm just sitting here finally, and this one gal, and she she commented about something. I've lived here all my life, and I it's so sad we don't know our neighbors anymore. And I go, I lived in Ridgefield for 54 years. I don't know who the heck you are. I said, we had a farm. And she goes, all these people selling off all their farmland. And I said, all you people, she's lived there since 1996. She answered me back. Big whoop-de-doo.
Right.
I had kids in elementary school. There we go. On my car.
See, now you're making me second guess my first guess.
I don't use FedEx hardly at all if I don't have to, because they have a horrible reputation.
I just know they are real. Mercari's really pushing them. When I list something on Mercari, it almost always has FedEx Ground is
because it's
pre-populated.
cheapest. Because FedEx is the cheaper, but FedEx also they throw your packages in the ravine. They get their carts broke into. Auction Professor did a whole huge video on it a while back.
Oh, really?
On Federal Express and what was going on with them, lost packages and stuff like that.
Their planes fall in the ocean, and then their one castaway has to open everything.
And he becomes friends with an inanimate object. Yeah.
No, a volleyball, right?
Yeah.
Starts talking to a volleyball.
Wilson.
All right, Lori.
All right, girl.
I see you eyeballing it.
I don't know what these are. No. Did you see my
face? I didn't think so on your face.
Yeah, you didn't hear me scream. I'm like,
no.
But that's okay. That's okay. You got to take the good with the bad. The stuff will still sell. It's just nothing I would ever wear. But
what brand is it?
Paul Green. I've never heard of that. Looks like vintage. Not vintage. Maybe 90s. Like
that's vintage.
Austria. Paul Green. From Germany. We'll have to look that one up.
Well,
but they're really soft leather, and they're definitely like a kitschy.
All right, now tell us, how much did you spend on this again?
That's what I was looking for, was the receipt.
Oh.
Well, I had a credit, so I only spent, it was like, I think $30-something, but I only spent like $4 out of it. I had, out of my money.
But, so not bad.
So not bad. It was about $4 a pair of shoes. So it's not terrible.
A rural squirrel says Paul Green is known for his shoes. So that's a good thing.
Okay. Well,
Kristen knows shoes. I'm going to stay out of this one.
Okay. Here is Adrian Vittadini. These are.
I've seen that brand a lot. I don't know. I've seen that brand a lot, which means to me it's not high end.
Nah, 20, maybe 15.
Very cute, though.
They are cute. They're different. And then these are just Alfani, which is I think like a department store.
That looks like wedding prom.
Isn't Alfani Gwen Alfani?
No, Gwen Stefani.
I know. I was waiting for you to catch that.
So, but these are yeah. Again, see, and here's the thing that sucks sometimes when they put the rubber bands on and they stay on it like that.
Yes.
These are definitely a, like you said, a wedding shoe. A specialty. Someone's going to be looking for, it's like a champagne color.
So, but the condition, as far as you see, is good?
The condition, as far as I see, is good.
That's good, because.
So that's the huge thing. Just making sure that they're,
I think you can get $40 for those Paul Green ones.
That's what I think too.
I do like that side bow. Okay, those. Then we got some Chinese laundry, which is another whoop-de-woo brand. But these aren't in the best condition.
I found a pair of shoes that were that brand.
They're cracking, so I won't sell these. Can you see that?
ThredUp, huh? I still haven't ordered any clothes or shoes.
These are all right. These are cute. These are Sam Edelman. So these will actually pay for the box.
Oh, good. Well, that's the best part is when one thing pays for it.
Yeah, definitely. I'll list everything except the Chinese laundry.
It was 5 pairs.
It was 5 pairs. That's it. And I want to look up the price real quick and make sure so I can tell you guys. This was a really fair price.
People are still talking about your canvas there, Noel.
Well, there's somebody that has one very, very similar to mine listed. I'm looking it up right now because I'm going to list it. There's somebody that people in their free shipping, I just want to slap them, and I prove them wrong all the time. There's somebody that has one listed for $15 free shipping. Okay, that thing is big. It's going to not fit in a 13. It's going to have to go in a 18 by 14 by 1 poly mailer with a piece of cardboard behind it wrapped up. This is going to cost about $8 to ship just because of its size. So when other people are selling little tiny pieces of plastic canvas shaped like a football player, like, you know, a Daffy Duck head for $9.99, a trinket box for $10, anybody that does free shipping, in my opinion, should reevaluate that, because every time the post office changes their shipping, you have to go in and change your prices. And if you don't, you're getting screwed. I don't care what platform you're on. Okay, I got to stop. I got to stop because I just get fired up over free shipping.
Now, would that
in all caps?
There's nothing free in life, you guys.
Exactly. Now, would that fit between like I buy those album covers? Would that fit in like an album cover and then ship first class?
I have because the album. Let's see what it weighs here.
Yeah, I think they're like 12 or 13 inches. How big is yours?
They're 13 by 13 by. You can get them up to 3. Yeah, I get them with my free money. I use them for lots of stuff.
I like them.
This weighs 5 ounces, a little over 5 ounces, and by the time that
it's looking on the edge.
It's 10.5 by probably by 13 exactly.
So it might fit.
It'll fit in one of those, but I won't waste one of those for that.
Oh, see, I do it even for cheapo curriculum just because it makes life easy.
Yeah. Those album covers are expensive. And I will use a piece of I will put it in a plastic bag. I will see, it's got beads on it, so you can't smush it too. So I will put it in a plastic bag. I will take pieces of cardboard front and back and do them loosely so that it won't go anywhere, because I don't want to crush it. And then it'll go in a poly mailer.
Would you do a sheet of bubble?
Put it in a priority box.
Of bubble wrap over the beads before you put the cardboard on.
I'm not going to put it in a priority box because it'll ship cheaper on one of the other places, and if you have it in a priority box, you can't ship it in those.
Right.
I very seldom use the mail boxes. As a matter of fact, I have a bunch of them that need to gone by. They're gathering dust. I use padded flat rate envelope all the time. I do use the just the regular envelope, the cardboard envelope, every once in a great while. And I know it's a little bit cheaper and you can put stuff in it, but they tear and they rip. So for like 30 cents more, you can use a padded flat rate. So I seldom ever use anything other than a padded flat rate. I have quit. I've only done free shipping once, and it was for one of Courtney's challenges.
I did free shipping for a year. For 1 year. What was the year that Lance got hurt? 2018. I did it for the entire year because eBay, I was concierge at the time. eBay talked me into it, said, do it,
Oh, of course they did.
Of course they did. So I went ahead and did it for the year. I think I only did it on free shipping. I don't think I did it on calculated shipping. I sold more, but my profit that year was a lot less than I
know I have a bunch more of those canvas things. Courtney has sold them. In one of Courtney's videos, she shows them. Look, you guys, $3 for this.
Is it Christmas ornaments?
If you guys ever see these, you better grab them.
Why? What are they?
They're mercury balls. They're the tiny, teeny, tiny ones.
Yeah.
And you will absolutely find them in Safeway Party Whip or Cool Whip or margarine.
Why do you call them mercury balls? Do they have mercury in them?
They're made out of glass mercury and they're old.
Oh.
I see them, but
and it's
how
okay
do you tell if they're just plain old cheap ornaments?
They're either, look at this is mercury blown glass.
Right, I've seen them.
So those they're super light. You just end up having to know. Now on these older ones, there will be something written up here. Like this one has. This one doesn't have anything. And most of these are from Poland.
I'm always watching for vintage Christmas.
Look at this one.
Those are nice.
That's pretty.
Very cute. You pulled a rebel there. You went to the wrong camera.
Vintage Tupperware. You know it, girl. I'm all about that. I'm getting tired of watching people sell that for too cheap, too.
Yeah, I've got some more. Somebody told me I sold some and they told me the color. So I changed the color and I sold them. And now I found some more. So now I got to go back and find that listing because it was a rose lid or something.
Cute.
Okay. Go find my Let's Talk About It. That's on Tupperware and Rubbermaid.
Right.
Play it in the background, but look down in the description. There's a link there to Tupperware's discontinued parts, and it has every number that was ever produced and tells you exactly what it is.
That's good.
Cool.
Because if you're just copying off of somebody else's item and they put green jadeite something, Tupperware made nothing jadeite.
Right.
And that is keyword spamming.
Yeah.
Because you're getting somebody. So these right here, these little ornaments, these felt ones are Bucilla. And I will literally sell these for over $50. How do I know that? Because I have a bunch listed that I've already done that with. Like this. This isn't Bucilla. This was made in India, but these hand beaded ones like these.
That's beautiful.
Just because somebody else has it listed for something doesn't make it worth. That doesn't mean that's what it's worth, you guys. We are smarter than that, and we know what things are worth. So like Rebel was saying earlier, if there's a couple other people that have theirs listed for high, just let them sell theirs.
Yep. Now, Cheryl has a question about golf clubs. Now, I've been watching, the gentleman that's with the nurse flipper, the bearded thrift guy, he talks about them a lot. And he buys a certain size that he doesn't have to Frankenbox.
I don't even want to mess with those. I let them have them. I'm kind of the same way.
We bought one. We've got to get a box for one. Robert bought a TaylorMade, which I know is.
Do you guys have a sporting goods? Do you guys have a sporting goods store in your area?
No.
You have a golf club?
No. Well.
Okay. Do you guys know who Rob Junk Monkey is?
Mm-mm.
Okay, find him on Instagram. I think he just did a video on shipping golf clubs, but you don't want to ship them through USPS anymore because of their requirement. So you want to send them through FedEx or this one right here is actually going to go for quite a bit of money because it's straw and it's old. Can you see that?
Oh, that's cute. Yeah, Trading Post Picker says definitely don't ship them to USPS because of that new dimension.
Anything over 22 inches long, you get a $7 wham bam. I hate you, ma'am. Fee tacked on.
I've been pulling some of my stuff that's been listed a while, and Robert's like yesterday I had this bat toy. And it was new in the package, vintage Fisher Price, that I've had packed. And listen, when I went and looked, it was showing if I shipped it to myself, it was going to be $38 because I was using that long priority tube. $38 to me. So Robert, I took it out of the package and cut the box down because I'm still going to ship it in that box, but we just cut it down to make sure it was below.
Do you pre-package your stuff?
If it's not a normal thing, then yes, because I want the exact weight and dimensions on something like that, because it still was going to be over the 22, but we got it under the 30. But yeah.
So
I prepackage anything that's not going to fit in a priority box. Unless I know, like I have certain boxes that I have for dolls that are like 20 by 8 by 8. If I know a doll's going to go in that box, then I know how much it weighs and I can account for that. I have these boxes up here.
I don't prepackage anything, nothing.
I do, because I want the exact dimensions.
How do you have room for that? How do you have room for that? You have over 9,000 items listed.
I have a wall. I have a wall in my storage area that's just for my pre-packed.
It's just her special stuff. She doesn't pre-pack everything.
I have huge items. I have pressure cookers. I have all kinds of big, huge items. And finding boxes isn't an issue. Go to town. Go to UPS. Go to Staples. Go to somewhere right back behind. Or go to U-Haul, a U-Haul center. You can get any kind of box you want there. I do not.
The next town, so
I know, but if you're out and about, go pick up a couple of the bigger boxes, right?
I did. Like I have blow molds. I need to list the Christmas ones, so I went there and I bought the lamp boxes. That way, I can cut it down to the exact size. But yeah, I prefer to do that because Robert packs them for me, and then I just put in like yesterday that, and then today I've got a horse.
Yep.
So
boxes
he's gonna make
Amazon,
sure it's perfect.
Amazon and eBay. And I'll be sending out all my whatnot stuff in eBay boxes.
You guys can see
with eBay tape on it, because why not?
Right. I have a pile right now. Friends give me tons of boxes, and then Robert brought them all in, and they're just there till I break them down and get them organized. So, yep. Let's see.
One thing I was spoiled with at the farm was one of the guys that rented one of the bigger buildings. He did septic and foundations from the beginning. And he and my brother worked together. My brother hauled all the gravel and the dirt and stuff. And then anyway, so there was a big gaylord out in the barn where they broke down all the boxes from their PVC fittings. And they would just put them in there. And so people would be like, do you guys have any boxes we're moving? I'm like, absolutely. We have the best boxes in the world, because they were just the right size to pack and put things in, and you could lift them and move them. But I could always get a piece of cardboard out of there for something. So I was very spoiled with that. But I also, where my shop is, same thing. There's a dumpster out back, and the guys are really good about folding their cardboard up and putting it beside it so it can get recycled. Go to smaller
comments here about
Costco.
boxes.
You can get boxes at Costco. You know the flat pieces at Costco, so they get their stuff on a Gaylord pallet, and they have the flat pieces of cardboard in between them. And you can get those. That they're more than happy to let you take those. And those work amazing. You could get one of those. You could get a pool noodle. You could wrap your golf club in a pool noodle, and you could roll. You can set it on one of those flat sheets of cardboard, and you can roll it, and then you just take the ends, and you slice them and fold them in, tape it up. You're good to go.
Yeah. Kim, did you see Kim's comment? She's got a bunch of golf club boxes that we can pick up.
Oh, nice.
Thank you very much, Kim.
There you go.
Yep, very good.
Woot woot.
But yeah,
a lot of people from Uline.
When I first started selling a lot, when you're first starting, you have boxes, you have Amazon, but when you start getting to a point where, I used to go to Walmart, and while I shopped, I would shop from their boxes that they were loading into carts, and I did that for the longest time. But now I've gotten to a point where I don't go to Walmart hardly at all. So
I got this cool as heck. This is a camera. It is a document camera.
Nice.
It's this one.
That's kind of cool.
So it wirelessly hooks to my computer, and I can set it, and I can set it like this, and you can raise it up and down, and you can magnify it, and I can just put whatever it is that I'm showing on Whatnot, or if I have a live, or if I'm doing one of my videos, and it literally, you can magnify it. And then I'm getting one other. This one was expensive. This one was almost $300 because I got the latest, greatest, newest one. But they have another one that's like one. They're on sale right now. The other one I'm getting should be here on Friday because I ordered it off of eBay because I want to support my eBay people, even though it's brand new. I ordered it from the companies. Doesn't sell on their website, but they send you to all the different websites where they ship their stuff out, where they sell from, if that makes sense. And one of the choices was eBay. So the other one is more of a magnification. And if you use OBS, you can take OBS and put it together with StreamYard, and every camera that you have hooked into your computer through OBS can be a guest on your StreamYard. And you can have up to 25 guests if you like. I have the premium, or I pay so much, $19.99 a month for StreamYard. So I can have up to like 25 guests. It's similar to a Zoom. So I could have a camera here, 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 a camera here. And I can just click on my guests like you do when you bring us in or out.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to run that through OBS, through StreamYard. Robert, you can figure that one out.
Yeah, he will. We've done it a couple times where, I have a camera on the product, and then I have, the screen where I'm working on eBay. So we've done that a couple of times, but no, we don't have the big, what's it called? The multi-purpose.
Who's leaving? Somebody's leaving.
Bye, Beth.
Well, are you still coming out this way? I hope. Guess not. I do all my grocery shopping online and have it delivered. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Bye,
We do that
Kristen.
with Sam's.
Bye, Kristen.
Bye, Kristen.
I've never had anything delivered food-wise to my house because it was never available, and so I'm not used to it, and I don't want to get that way.
Yeah, I
Someone
have
was
Robert.
telling me last night about Kroger delivery. And I'm like, where's there a Kroger? They said there's not. It's just a big warehouse, and they deliver from the warehouse. There's not even a store in my area. But one of the ladies at church, because we're doing VBS this week, and she said, actually, it's our pastor's wife. She said, yeah, she said, I can get my grocery shopping done before I even go to work. I just order it, and by the end of the day, it's there. So,
I wish.
Yeah, Lori needs that.
Yeah, but maybe I could like read the stuff online before I order it. You know what I mean? Like instead of having to stand in the freaking grocery store.
She said it's $9.95 is the delivery, and that's it. That's the only fee. So for her, it's worth it.
Yeah, especially if you're buying a lot. We don't buy a lot. We buy in bulk, so I don't need, other than my special milk and my special gluten-free junk, Lori. That's the only thing I have to go look. I want to see what's available. So
I just sold a fishing pole or fishing rod for $125.99 plus shipping.
That's good.
Actually, I need to look at what
Abu
Garcia.
You guys, speaking of fishing, everybody's like, "What don't I sell? Anything that's not legal."
No, you sell anything that is legal.
No, she said, "What don't I sell?" So she answered correctly.
All the illegal things. I sell the illegal things.
I even have the Fisher Price. You know it.
Yay!
I actually have two Fisher Price. You'd be proud of me, Rebel. I have two Fisher Price thingies here.
I have a goat to go with your cow. I've been trying to get littles listed. They're not a whole lot of money, but I just want to. So if somebody wants that goat to fill their collection or replace something, sure, it's just a couple dollars, but that's what I do.
Trying to figure out how this little tiny mouse survived in that bag of other stuff.
Robert handed me a shirt earlier, you guys. This is what I live with. Hands me a shirt and says, "Do you want to try this on?" And I go, "Okay." And he goes, "I saw a spider crawl in it."
I have to watch your videos because of the stuff that Robert puts in them. Because I mean, I would watch your videos anyway, but I mean, I literally have to watch your videos because Robert's a sneaky,
you never
sneaky
know
guy, and he cracks me up. He reminds me of my older brother, which is not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Robert and your husband might be long lost brothers, Ray says. That's funny.
Yes, Robert's. I've probably said this before. When we got married, his cousins told me, "I'm so glad you married him because now he can pick on you and not us." Because, yeah.
Poor Robert.
See, yeah. But that doesn't count. He's your friend. Yeah.
That should be a trending hashtag.
More Robert. All right, y'all. He's getting a big head. The other day, somebody made comments. What was it?
Is it hashtag more Robert?
Yeah, made comments about how much they enjoy. Or no, somebody shouted us out and they were Rebel and Robert. And he's like, "I've made the big time."
It was Trading Post Pickers. Yeah, so he did that last week too. Hashtag more Robert. I see it now. He just did it.
Oh, and Courtney said Rebel and her husband. So,
and then of course that guy in the background who needs to be more professional.
I actually screen recorded one of the videos and sent it to Rebel because I don't think she had any clue what he had put in there. And I was like, I told on you, Robert.
He sometimes will tell me because
showing
sometimes
his pile and he puts the thing right in front of it.
Oh yeah, it was.
But yeah, sometimes I'll see comments and I'm like, "Robert, what did you do?" Because he doesn't tell me. That's the thing about, he does all. When we first started, he wanted me to watch everything he'd done. So not only did I do the video, and then I watched the video to do the comps, then he wanted me to watch it to make sure that when we first started.
Welcome to my world. And I have been getting my butt chewed because people want comps in my videos. So I need to go do the shopping, buy the items, tell them what it is, and then tell them how much it sells for. What are they going to do? It's like
I do it, but I don't have to do that. I just right now I've got to go upstairs.
It's people like you, Rebel, that do stuff like that make people like me look bad. I don't need any help looking bad. I can do it all by myself.
That's what I'm doing right after this. Is I'm going upstairs and doing comps because we don't have videos banked. We did for a little while, and then when we went on one of our sourcing trips,
you know what happens when you do that? Your phone gets stolen and you lose all your banked videos.
Yeah, so now we make 2 videos on Sunday. Well, I made 4 videos on this weekend, and then I've got to do the comps on 2. And then that shipping video is long. Hour and a half it took us to do packages that he's going to do the speed up and all of that stuff. It won't be an hour and a half, but yeah. But it's funny though, because I hear other people say, they like to have short videos, but whenever I ask, most of my viewers say they like the long videos and just put them in the background and listen and work.
Yep.
So that's what I do all day long. I have a computer right here and I just watch everybody. So,
somebody commented on one of my old bins videos, which I need to do one of those once a week because my views on my bin videos are super high. And one of them's like almost 2.5 hours and it's got like close to 3,000 views on it.
I watched that whole thing.
Yeah, I just put the whole thing.
That.
It was for Courtney's video, and then I cut it down for the for Courtney's challenge, the 10 items.
Ben's 10.
And then because there was so much cool stuff in there and people were commenting on her video, I told Courtney, I said, I'm just going to put the whole thing out there. And then somebody was like, you spelled uncensored wrong. I was like, I'm going to start doing that more often. I'm going to start misspellings. It gives them a purpose in life.
Right? It does.
Yeah. And then you have interaction on your video.
Good, bad, or ugly. Any comment is a positive as far as
exactly. I mean, it's like, do you realize what the word uncensored means and how the way you spelled it compared to the way you're using it is not correct? And I'm like, I was a unit secretary, and unit secretary. I was that too. I was an executive secretary to the president of a company and 2 vice presidents and stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty good with English, but sometimes, I just don't care because it's got to get out. And I didn't even catch it, which is weird because normally I do. I used to consider myself to be the word Nazi. Now it's just kind of like, hey, people can see it. They read it. I don't. I love leaving comments to the people who leave comments on Courtney's videos because she has a hard time pronunciating stuff. And she says
mean.
And she giggles, and she tries. And then there's been a couple of people who I know, because they were my followers, have said things to her, and I'll come right in on reply right underneath them. Somebody was saying, somebody made a comment to her, if you're going to do these videos and pretend to be professional and do all of this stuff and teaching people, the least you could do is pull up Google Voice and learn how to say these words. And she has a soft heart. Don't tell her I said that. And if she's listening to this, I deny it all.
She's a sweetie.
And so we were talking about that, and I literally go into her videos, I turn them on, and I read every freaking comment. And anybody that says something negative, I'm like right there, and I'm back at them because they don't care. Some of them don't care, or some of them are just so bored. That's all they have in life.
Is to be mean. To be mean.
And so the one gal I know, because I'm dealing with her right now, and she's a super nice person, but she nitpicks everything. Like, she's watching my lamp video from last week, and I called a piece one lamp. I said, you could list that Jan was showing. I said, you could use the word brutalist as a keyword in the title. And I don't remember if it was Rhonda. I think it was Rhonda came in and said it. And Jan was like, what's brutalist? And then Rhonda came in and she said, what? I said, or you could use hammered copper because it looks kind of like that too. There's so many different keywords you can use, but it was a lamp that was from the 60s and 70s, Spain, Italian, kind of with the yellow, different color. You can look up exactly what it is and use whatever. But so yesterday I got 3 comments from the same person on that video, and that started with that. My suggestion of using the word brutalist. And I thought to myself, when you list your stuff and sell it on eBay and you have to do all of this stuff, you can quit being I know everything all about it person.
Mm-hmm.
I respond nicely. Janet goes, I just heart and like and move on. Nope. I answer everybody. If I haven't answered somebody back, there's a good reason, but I do heart and like, but I pretty much answer everybody. I get a lot of comments on that.
That's too. Like me and Goond. I have called it Goond forever until I was watching The Hustle Couple, and she made this comment one day. How did she say? She says, Rebel says Goond. That just sounds so proper. And I thought, but what does everybody else call it then?
It is proper, to be honest with you. British English.
I think that's why I do it, because
is the proper pronunciation, and we're just all slang over here. We're all slanging it.
Europe is Goond, and here. Not that I remember it from Europe because I left there when I was 17, but I just did. But every once in a while, I'll get a comment that I've said something wrong. But, you know, and plus the fact that I was a teacher for so long too, it's just like, but I'm old. I'm allowed to say
I wasn't born perfect and I'm not aiming for it, but I try. That's all we can do.
I ain't even trying to be perfect. I'm just going to be me.
I'm not trying to be for Lori's biting on a piece of paper so she doesn't say anything. I'm not trying to be perfect. I couldn't be perfect if I wanted to. That's too much.
You know what, Lori? You have that piece of white there, but behind you have your little thing. And I thought, has she stuck something to her? Because your piece of white paper that you had in your mouth was about the same size as the camera behind you. And I thought, what has she done? Has she stuck something to her camera? It looked funny. I hope I haven't missed people's comments and questions. Yeah, somebody said that Cat the nurse flipper gets corrected too. People are just
oh yeah, they love, and the more subs you have, the worse it gets, right? They just yeah.
You know what another word?
Cat will respond back to them on a live. Well, I will too.
I love her. I love her. But like nativity, how do you guys say it?
Nativity.
I hear people call it nativity, and I thought I asked Robert the other day. You say nativity?
Go back,
think it must be a dialect thing.
Your phonics on that. Is it nay or nah?
I know.
I say nay.
But I think Courtney says nativity also, but at this point I don't question nothing because half the time I'm wrong.
It might be Southern. I mean,
so you could look at other words like
nativity every Christmas.
Well, you could look at a lot of other words like navel is nay, so maybe it should be nativity.
Exactly.
I mean, if you go back in your head and think about it, but I mean, we just wasted how much time on something that really doesn't matter. And I will answer people back. Like I get a lot of messages on Instagram, you guys. Let me just say, and I don't care. And I'll answer somebody back. I said I just wasted 10 minutes of my life for what?
Cheryl, here's Cheryl. Cheryl says this is why she hesitates. What am I hearing? Somebody's got back feed.
It's Lori.
Is it?
But
what did I do?
I don't know. We're hearing like you're talking into a water.
Okay, stand up and move again, Lori.
Is it me?
No.
Is it me?
I'm hearing back feed. I think it is feedback. I think it is you, maybe, Noel.
Weird.
I don't know.
I don't know from what. I'll go out and come back in.
I muted myself just to make sure it wasn't me, and I still heard it. So I don't know.
I'm still hearing it.
It might be you, Lori.
I don't hear it. Here, let me mute.
Rebel, it might be you. I don't know.
Did you guys still hear it? I muted.
I don't know.
I heard it when she came back in.
I didn't say anything though. Rebel did.
I know. That's why I'm thinking. But I ain't changed nothing.
It feels more like background noise, though.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't hear it now. Maybe
it'll. But anyway, Cheryl Shiny
it's all Robert's fault.
Always.
But Cheryl, don't worry about uploading videos because there's always going to be people.
Always.
And like Noel was saying, they have
smile and wave.
And you know what? You can delete it.
If they're really that bad, there's a delete and a block.
And report.
Yep.
Even.
You know what? I have deleted I don't know how many comments off of your videos, Rebel. Because
that works for me.
There's spam with porn links in them.
Especially the first hour of every time we release a video, and we have the extra protections, and it catches some, but it doesn't catch them all.
It's just the way they do it. The new one is they'll come in like German or some foreign language. They have a link in there, and it's Spanish. And if you hit translate, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And then they put a link in there. Well, So usually when I see those in other people's, if I'm reading comments, when I report and remove, because you can do that with that. It's not any special superpower that anybody has, but anything like that, you can absolutely report. Or anything that even that anybody puts in. If somebody puts in a vicious, mean, nasty something, you can report it. It'll stay there. And then YouTube will send the creator a message, because a lot of creators don't read their comments.
I read everything, and I try to respond to everything.
Well,
I know
I
at some
wonder,
point,
Noel, I have had a few comments that were just on the edge of being mean. Like I knew their intent, and I would have responded, but by the time I get to my video to respond, it's gone. And I just thought they were being cowards and deleting it, like, because they knew that I could see it in my notification, and then they would delete it before I could respond. And they don't really have a channel, so I can't communicate. But
you don't want to communicate. That's just.
It's not the spam. I'm not talking about spam. It's an actual person who's just like being hateful. And
send them on, Lizzie. Let me have at them.
Well, what I'm thinking about doing
the right one,
because I see sometimes people will do a video responding to negative comments, because I take a screenshot of the notification, and I'm getting a little bit of a list of them, just because I just think it would be kind of fun.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Because you don't get to see the whole message on the notification, but you get to see enough of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and then we've got you guys. So every time Robert gets something negative said about him, you guys just keep it going. Keep it going.
And now you know why I did a screen recording and sent it to you.
Unprofessional, that Robert.
I know.
I got you.
In the background.
I got you, Robert.
Robert says he cries himself to sleep when you guys are mean to him.
That man.
That man in the background.
That man in the background.
Don't worry about the man behind the green curtain.
Right?
That's exactly what I thought when he read me that comment. It was like the man behind the green curtain.
We need to get a green curtain up for him.
Like
so
I could even shut him. If I could even shut him up. No.
Well, I think he probably. Okay, I'm gonna be the odd one out, because why not? I think he kind of feels that way sometimes about you, and the only way that he has to protect himself is to put little notes in the videos. So,
he's got to get his 2 cents.
And it's the comedy factor, and people love it. So you shouldn't quit, in my opinion.
We won't. In fact, I almost expect it at this point. It's like, okay, what? Bring it on. Bring it on. Just do.
We love you, Robert. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
As my husband would say, yeah, right.
Yeah, I
like you. Yeah, Robert and I have constant debates on pronunciation of words. Back to that topic, because he'll come in and he'll say something to me, and I'm like, that's not how you pronounce that. So then every room in our house has a Google thing. So it's like, hey, Google, how do you pronounce? And
pronounce what?
See, one came up the other day, and then y'all never finished it out, and so I didn't know who says it what. But you were saying boutique or boutique?
Bouquet or bouquet.
Oh, well, okay. Either one, yeah. And so you never did finish it out and say who says what, or if you.
I say bouquet. He says bouquet.
This is bouquet.
I don't think I've ever used that word.
I say bouquet.
I had a plush.
Yeah.
Boo, as in boutique.
Bouquet.
Don't say boutique. It's boo. Bouquet.
Bouquet or bouquet. Bouquet of flowers or a bouquet. And I think that's just the European.
I mean, if you want to get proper with it, but the best thing to do is just say it and move on.
Yeah.
But we always
it's fun to if that's the least if that's the worst of your arguments,
there you go.
Really. Then you're all right. Then you're all right.
Yeah.
We don't argue very much. Kids is usually the thing that ends up being not an argument, though, not even just I'm more, well, you guys can tell, I'm more laid back. You know, if they do something stupid, there's consequences, right? Or he's,
because they have to live with that stupidity for the rest of their life.
so that's just, yeah. All right, I think, guys, we're about there. I can't believe it flew by. And I didn't even pretend to work today. I just sat here and talked.
I did it. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Rilla.
No, I was like, I have work, but it'll wait till a few more minutes.
I did. I got my shipping done, which y'all saw. My one day. I got my my little box of home organization updated, and then I've been typing in book titles for a listing. A big lot of romance books. Because I know Rebel says one time she didn't type in the titles, but I do. Since I'm a book seller, you know, I like to put the titles in. So I type them into a Google Doc, and then I cut and I paste them in.
That's what Robert does.
Okay.
What?
It's okay.
No. See, it's already starting again.
What's he doing?
Telling me it's bouquet. Look it up.
That's what I say, Robert. I say bouquet.
Beth.
He's letting the computer tell him how to pronunciate something.
No, Beth.
I took
Beth
French
telling him.
years. I'm pretty sure it's bouquet.
I love how she says pronunciate. Like that's a word.
I know.
I'm in my own. I say bouquet.
Yeah, I do my own thing.
Some flowers.
Flowers.
What is
flowers?
Wait, what is Ray saying here in the comments? Worsing the winder or winder? Worsing the winder.
How do you pronounce the word bouquet?
Plateau.
Worsing the winder. Yeah. Yeah, it's Washington and
Washington.
Washington.
Oh, washing the winder. Oh, she says but you spelled it worse. Here's me being picky. You spelled it worsing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, washing the winder.
Okay.
I love stuff like that. I think I was telling this on a booktube live that we were doing one time, but I once saw a booktuber who had
bouquet.
Bouquet. See? Thank you.
Yes.
Yes.
Lady that pronounces it first is wrong.
But this booktuber I know, she was doing like a Christmas haul or something one time, and she had gotten this coffee cup for Christmas, and she held it up and it said, "I'm silently correcting your grammar" on the coffee cup. I love that because you could be like talking to somebody and be like,
yeah.
I hate to say this, as painful as it is, Beth, you and Robert are both wrong.
Oh. That's all right. I got thick skin.
It says bouquet is the British version.
Which is the proper English.
Proper English, yes. I hear what you're saying. I'm not saying I'm right or wrong. I'm saying that's
no.
Did you hear Robert? Robert said we fought a war so we can say it how we want.
There you go. There you go.
And you know what? Everybody can say however what they want, and if it bothers them enough that they got to say something about it, they need to go look in the mirror and figure out what's going on in their world.
Exactly.
See, but in my mind, we can talk about it here and joke about it, but I don't think I would ever say it in a comment to somebody's video unless it's somebody that I know really well and we've talked about it.
Yeah, I don't even think that. Yeah, it's just yeah.
I mean,
those people didn't get that.
Or unless they specifically say, is it this or that? Like they could be in their video saying, is it this or that? I don't know. If you know, say it in the comments. Then they're asking, tell me in the comment. You know what I'm saying?
That kind of stuff used to make me so mad when people would say, hey, do you know what this is? And I would think, and I had I'll tell Jan sometimes, or one of my kids, if they don't know what it is, they shouldn't be picking it up. They shouldn't be this, they shouldn't be that, whatever.
It could be a learning thing.
It's a ploy. It's not. It's just a ploy. They're doing it on purpose, and they're smart because they're getting people to engage. And
I'm still holding it.
I already told you. I sent you the information on what that was.
I know, and I still have it. But yes, I just haven't gotten to it yet. But yeah, I shouldn't buy stuff like this, but
Yes, you should, because that's worth a lot of money.
I know,
Awesome.
yes.
And when you bought it, did you just pick it up and say, "This is cool, I'm going to buy this," or did you Google Lens it?
I Google Lensed it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
See?
But yeah, some people, yeah.
Anyway, so that's how a lot of people are getting comments and getting the people to that aren't there live, or if it's a live or whatever, that's how they're getting people to converse with them. So when you did that, how many people, and you showed that on your video, how many people answered you back?
You.
Just me.
You.
I'm such a pathetic.
You. All right, wait. Cheryl wants to see the bottom. It's flat and polished.
You know how.
Sucker.
I know.
That's all right.
All right,
I
girls,
know.
I'm out.
Go
I
ahead.
pick your brains
gotta
all the time.
I'm getting
All right.
hangry.
You're getting hangry. Yeah, me
I
too.
am.
Robert's got to fix me
Doing it.
lunch.
Robert, send me
I'll
some
be
damn
right
lunch,
over.
Robert.
Yesterday.
Yes,
right.
he made pork burgers. All right, guys, we got to go.
Talk to you
Bye.
later. Bye.
Fun.